Hey everybody, Mike Hines here. Um, Way of Life Outdoor Survival. Today, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be making homemade wine. And what I got going on so far, this is gonna be, I guess we'll call it a mixed berry wine. I got white and red grapes, I got blueberries, and I got some of the biggest blackberries I think I've ever seen. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just kind of mash all this stuff up. Now, a lot of people tell you to make homemade wine, don't mash your fruit, let it ferment whole. This is just the way I do it. Uh, I've been doing this for I guess about 6 or 7 years. I've been making homemade wine, and I've kind of come up with my own method here. And the way I do this, it takes about 21 days fermenting process. Then you go through a couple days of straining all the sediments and stuff out of it, and about another day's worth of bottling. So looking at about 24, 25 day process altogether to get it done. And then, of course, just like any wine, the longer you let it set, the better it's going to be. I've got a couple of bottles over here I bottled the first year I started bottling wine, which they're probably 7 years old. After we get all this stuff mixed up, show you how I do all this, we'll let you see some of that stuff I've already made. Alright, you can put this stuff in a blender. The first few times I did, I tried it. Mainly all I'm trying to do here is bust this stuff up, mash this fruit up just enough to get all the natural flavors and stuff out of it. That way everything out of the fruit ferments into the wine. Alright? Alright, y'all. Starting to get there. It's mashed up pretty good. Look, this fruit's putting such a smell out. My old dog Lucky, he come in here, he think there's something in here to eat. What you doing, look? We just making wine, buddy. Alright. I think we're just about ready. We're going to get the rest of this stuff mixed up. Pretty simple process here. Once I get this stuff mashed up right, y'all, I'll go through the process what we're going to do and see how this stuff turns out here. Alright, y'all, we got our grapes and our berries and stuff all mashed up real good. Made almost like a paste out of it. Alright, next thing we're going to do, I got a half a gallon of warm water. We're going to go and pour that off in there. I like to use warm water, that way it goes on, starts dissolving my sugar and stuff. Alright. Now, we're going to mix in our sugar. One cup. Two cups. Three cups. Four cups of sugar. Okay. Alright. Usually I start off with about 2 pounds of fruit. Use 2 pounds of fruit, 4 cups of sugar, a half a gallon to a gallon of water. We're going to go and get our sugar dissolving. going to pour fruit off in there. Alright y'all, we're going to add our second half gallon of water. That means we got a gallon of water, 2 pounds of fruit, about 4 cups of sugar, which equals out to about 2 pounds of sugar. Most of the time your sugar and your fruit's going to weigh about the same. Okay? Alright. One more ingredient, we'll be ready to go, y'all. Okay y'all, last ingredient, yeast. It's better if you use champagne yeast making wine, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use active dry yeast. And one of these little packages equals out to 1 whole tablespoon. So we're just going to dump that package off in there. Stir this stuff up. Alright y'all, that's my formula for homemade wine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let this stuff sit here while I get the fruit ready for the next batch. Alright y'all, look like all the yeast and everything in our mixed berry wine is dissolved, so we're going to go and get that stuff bottled. Alright y'all, what I do, I just save 2-liter bottles, water jugs, anything we come across, a gallon jug, just about anything. All we're going to do, going to pour it off in our container. Okay y'all, we got it all, got our mix poured in our containers. Now they make glass containers for making wine, tops that vent and stuff like that, but we just down home country folk, y'all. We can't afford all that stuff, so what we do, I take balloons. And what we're going to do, we're going to take and stretch it over top of this bottle. That way, when the gas starts releasing, this stuff builds up gas, this balloon will air up and give it a place to release. Alright y'all, got our balloon stretched over the top of them. Like I said y'all, as the gas release off this stuff from the fermentation process, these balloons air up. And as we go throughout the process, I'll show y'all what I do throughout the process. Like I said, 21-day process, y'all. Alright, y'all. The next batch we're going to be making, we're going to make melon wine. We're going to use some cantaloupe, some watermelon. I found out the hard way, y'all. Y'all know on the berries I use 2 pounds of fruit. Well, I found out the hard way. When you use melon, it's better to double the weight of your fruit. So we're going to get that mashed up, see what we end up with. Alright y'all, same process for our melon wine. We're going to start off with half a gallon warm water. And we're going to mix in 4 cups sugar. It equals out to be about 2 pounds of sugar, y'all. Alright. Got our sugar in there. Got our sugar started dissolving. Okay. Now, we'll add our fruit. Add our 1 package of yeast. Equals out to be 1 whole tablespoon. And then our other half gallon of water. Alright, y'all, we're going to let that sit there and dissolve. We'll be ready to bottle this one. Wait, y'all, almost forgot. I'm going to add a little something extra in this one. Take a little bit of, about a half a cup, light brown sugar. We're going to add that in there. Let that start dissolving with the rest of it. Alright, now we let this dissolve. We'll be ready to bottle it. Alright, y'all, we got our berry wine all bottled up. As y'all can see, what I did, I shook this one up. Balloon's already starting to collect the gas. We're going to let our melon wine, let it sit, kind of let everything dissolve for a few minutes. I'm going to take and shake this one up, see if I can make it start airing up just to show y'all. Alright, as y'all can see, where I shook that up, the balloon's already starting to air up on them. Alright. Now this is one of the wines I had made before. This is actually like a white wine. Man, that cork's in there. This was made out of apple. Almost like a white wine. It's got a real good flavor to it. It's really good. And this one, I made out of peaches. It's more of a dry, kind of a dry wine. It's got a pretty good flavor to it. This is actually made out of peaches. Like I said, this peach wine, it's got like it's a dry wine. It's really smooth though. Leaves that little crisp right there in your throat. But anyway, y'all, I just want to show you how I make homemade wine. Now, a little warning, y'all. This ain't like going to the liquor store and buying a bottle of cheap wine. This stuff has probably got about 40% alcohol in it. Drink responsibly and make sure that you don't get out on the road if you drink this stuff.